All right. Here we are at the Latin Chamber of Commerce podcast studios, and I'm with some of my favorite friends here from the RTC and Las Vegas Paving to talk about, something that I think is so important, guys. And I'm just so happy about right now that, sometimes it feels like Maryland Parkway can get forgotten, and yet it's such an important, and not by the RTC or Las Vegas Paving, of course, just people in general. Sometimes, because we have such an iconic street called Las Vegas Boulevard, we get it. Everybody knows that street. But Maryland Parkway is so important. Maryland Parkway goes from the airport all the way into North Las Vegas and beyond. I mean, it is, and if we really look at it along the way, it passes our college, our university, it passes the Boulevard Mall, goes to hospitals. I mean, it's just a major artery. So, guys, thank you to the RTC and Las Vegas Paving and everybody involved in this Maryland Parkway project. Is that what we're calling it?
We're calling it Maryland Parkway Bus Rapid Transit.
Love it.
Yeah.
So let's just jump right into it.
I'm Bridge Galati.
Introduce yourself. Yes.
I'm Bridge Galati. I work for the RTC. I'm the Director of Capital Projects. So we provide a lot of oversight to the in-house designs and construction. For projects supporting the transit, we also work with the entities, City of Las Vegas, Clark County, Henderson, City of Mesquite, for the projects where we run our transit on.
And over here, we have our friend from Las Vegas Paving. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks. We're thrilled to be here. I'm Jeremy with Las Vegas Paving. Of course, under contract working for the RTC to help the development and improvements through the Maryland corridor. The project is in two phases. The project team of Las Vegas Paving has two headings. I'll be in the northmost heading, north of Sahara.
I love that. So let's just jump right into this incredible podcast. Why was Maryland Parkway selected for bus rapid transit?
So that's a great question, Peter. Currently, we run a route on Maryland Parkway. It's called the Route 109. It starts at our southern facility. We call it South Strip Transit Terminal. It's at Sunset and Gillespie. So the bus Route 109 navigates from there through the airport, connects to Maryland Parkway, goes in front of the UNLV, the Boulevard Mall, the Sunrise Hospital, through downtown. Currently, the route stops at our downtown facility called Bonneville Transit Center. Now, this route is one of our most productive routes in the system. It carries over 9,000 passengers per day.
Wow.
That's a huge number.
That's a big number.
Yeah, that is serving
My
a lot
goodness.
of people in this valley. And the reason we carry a lot of people, because there's so many destinations along this route.
That's right.
Like I said, UNLV, the Southern Campus, Boulevard Mall.
And a lot of these people are going to work.
They're going to work, they're going to shop, they're going to schools. So we're also connecting with the new bus rapid transit coming on board. We're going to extend this route to from Bonneville Transit Center to the Las Vegas Medical District. It essentially will connect both campuses for UNLV, the new medical school campus in downtown, connecting to the South Campus. In addition to that, Maryland Parkway Bus Rapid Transit along this route will cross 23 of our other routes, and 9 of which are busiest in the valley. So there's a lot of transfer of passengers.
A lot of transfers, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what makes this route very unique.
And it appears that Las Vegas Paving is going to be the project manager. Is that what we call them?
Well, we call them our contractors.
Our
So
contractor,
to build the.
Great member of our chamber too. We're grateful for the amount of employees that you have, and many Hispanic employees, and we just we're grateful to have you in our community.
Thank you. We're grateful to be here. The corporation has been in the valley since 1958.
Yep.
It's a part of our community. Ownership and all of the employees are proud to call Las Vegas home.
Love it. So tell us a little bit, where will the transit service start and end?
Sure. So this will still start at our South Strip Transit Terminal in the south, and it'll end in the Las Vegas Medical District, which is the extension to the existing route.
Of course.
So a little bit more stats for the corridor. there's roughly 65,000 residents along this corridor, and it accommodates over 110,000 jobs. It also
Wow.
accommodates over 35,000 automobiles. And like I said, 9,000 passengers ride on this route currently. Our projection for the bus rapid transit is roughly 20% more ridership.
Wow. I'm going to take a wild guess here and say that you eat, sleep, and drink this. I mean, you don't even have notes and you got these numbers. It's amazing.
I live, breathe, and dream Maryland Parkway BRT.
I love it. My guy. I love
It's a
that.
passion.
I love that. Tell us about some of the improvements coming to Maryland Parkway. I think that's important for people to know.
We have complete right-of-way improvements planned in the majority of the area, which would include new sidewalk, curb, roadway surfaces, new infrastructure where utilities are outdated, improvements to water line, relocation of gas mains, storm drain improvements, and of course, the main focus being improvements to the bus movement through the corridor.
Wow. That's exciting. I mean, am I the only one who's getting excited about this? My God, to see that kind of improvement on Maryland Parkway, in my opinion, long overdue, but grateful that it's starting.
Peter, if I may add to what Jeremy just said. So for this project, we're not just making improvements for the bus riders. It's essentially for all road users, including the auto drivers, the pedestrians, the bicyclists, the people in mobility devices.
However, and I love that knowledge,
Sure.
and I love knowing that. But we're excited here because we really do want to find great ways to get people out of cars.
Absolutely.
Right. And if we can improve our bus transit, that's how you get them out of cars. And I think that's good for everything, including the environment.
Absolutely. So the old adage of if you build it, they will come.
That's right.
Our motivation at the RTC, like you said, is get people out of their personal cars, put them in, encourage them to ride transit. And how we do this is by improving bus service. So for this project, we're going to be putting shared bike lanes, take one lane on each side and dedicate it to the bus and bicyclists.
So I'm excited about that. That was going to be one of my questions about, is it just transit riders seeing benefits, or and it sounds like it's not. It's going to be pedestrians, people on bikes, everything.
Absolutely. Improvements for all road users. So we're going to widen the sidewalks. We realize there's a lot of pedestrians along this corridor. So we're going to improve the width of the sidewalks from 5 feet to 10 feet.
Area lighting.
Absolutely. We'll replace all of the street lights with the new LED lights.
And that's important because, one of the things I'm interested in knowing is how this project will make the community safer.
That's exactly right. So the improvements through the width of the sidewalk is going to allow for the mobility of those non-traditional walkers. Sorry for that. What is the right
word? For
word?
the pedestrians. So yeah, the extra width of sidewalk will accommodate pedestrians, moms with their
strollers, wheelchair access,
wheelchairs,
line of sight
people,
through
right?
crosswalks. Yes.
And people who know Maryland Parkway, we see a lot of that. We see a lot of the pedestrians. We see a lot of the walkers. This is very important. So tell me how long you think construction will last. How long is this project going to take?
There's two portions of the project. In the north portion of the project, we're scheduling right now for 22 months, and we hope to be wrapped up and have all lanes available to traffic through the corridor before the September of 26.
So, Peter, just adding to that safety question you just asked.
Yeah, talk about it.
Yeah, one of the safety concerns we always have when people walking along the sidewalk decide to cross the road mid-block. Now, that's one of the major safety hazards. So what we're doing is, as part of the projects, we're going to improve the existing crosswalks with lights, which are more visible to drivers, and they can better see pedestrians, not just during daytime, but especially at nighttime when it's dark. So area lighting will help. The crosswalk lighting will help. Currently, there's no medians in segments of Maryland Parkway, which is also another safety hazard. So we're going to install medians, which will provide for better movements, not just for cars, but also give a refuge to the pedestrians.
All important stuff. And you know what? I love that because too often I run into people who think RTC, they think bus, which is okay. That's what you do. It's it's transit, it's the bus, but RTC does so much more. I mean, improving crosswalks. I doubt many people would think that's RTC going to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's so important. And we can't minimize the importance of that, again, because we see people walking on Maryland Parkway a lot.
Correct.
A lot. So when will construction start? When are you guys kicking this off?
We plan on the start of construction August 5th, Monday. That'll be day one, groundbreaking.
Wait, August 5th of 2025?
2 weeks away, about a week and a half.
2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Jorge, can we add music or can we put sound effects into that? I mean, I'm happy about it. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
By the way, Jorge's our director, and that's who I was talking to. He's not on camera, but he's directing it. But I'm excited about that. Wow, that's in 2 weeks, guys. Like, I didn't even know that. And more importantly, how long did you say it's going to last? About 22 months, right?
22 months. Yep. 2 months short of 2 years. Be off the road and cleaned up and gone.
And where do you anticipate construction starting? Because Maryland Park is a big street.
There are 3 headings that we plan on August 5th to start in. We've got Maryland Parkway planned from north of Sahara to Oki as our phase 1 starting point.
Say that again.
Maryland Parkway from Sahara north to Oki.
From Sahara to Oki. Okay, yes.
So
it's right in front of the school there.
Yes, that's right. There is a school there. And simultaneously, we have starts planned in the medical district where we plan on starting in the Shadow and Wellness intersection and carrying that work along the wellness corridor into Tonopah. Additionally, the 3rd heading will be at Bonneville, starting at about Martin Luther King, and that work will run through the Bonneville alignment to Casino Center.
Wow.
So, Peter, let me add to that.
Yes.
What Jeremy's described, the 3 headings, 3 starts of construction points, they're all within the city of Las Vegas. So what we did is to spread the love amongst our contractor community. We divided this project into 2 halves. Within first half, north of Sahara is within the city of Las Vegas. And that's the contract that's starting first on August 5th. Everything south of Sahara lies within the Clark County area. And we'll start that area, construction in that area sometime in
September, beginning of October.
Correct.
Wow.
It's important for the community.
Yeah, I know the community needs to know these things.
And what we've been doing as part of reaching out to the community, our outreach team has been working hard and to spread the word.
Yeah, no, and we're going to get into that. And,
okay.
And we're on community now, so
Sure.
I think this is a great time. So I appreciate that. I think the first thing we need to do is, how can the community learn more or contact the project team?
Sure. So there's a number of ways that we're making it easy for the community to learn about the project. First and foremost, it's tough for community to go to a physical location to get the information on project. We made it easy by putting this website called marylandparkway.com.
It's very easy, marylandparkway.com.
Easy to remember.
Easy.
You go in the site, it gives you the information on projects. It lays out sort of virtual open house type format where you can learn about the project, the construction updates, the important dates, about all the improvements that the project is going to provide for all road users. And that's only one of the menus.
Yeah.
Our outreach team is currently...
Yeah, I know your outreach team is strong, solid, always has been. I know you're participating in La Oportunidad with the Latin Chamber of Commerce.
That is correct.
On August 3rd at the Boulevard Mall from 11 to 3. It's going to be an amazing day.
Amazing event.
And I think that that's going to be a great place for the citizens to come out and learn a little bit more about it.
Absolutely. Now, in addition to that, our outreach members are currently canvassing the corridor, putting information out on door hangers.
Door hangers.
Right. We're spreading the word through word of mouth, talking to people, knocking at doors, sending postcards with information. Any way we can spread the word.
Doing podcasts.
Doing podcasts.
Exactly. We're gonna hit every avenue we can.
Absolutely. And I would like to reiterate one of the emails that we have. Any comments, questions, concern, citizens can send us emails on marylandparkway@rtcsnv.com.
And I know we're going to be sending out a packet with all this information to all of our database as well. So we look forward to being able to do that.
Perfect.
Because that's going to be important.
If I must say, there's a phone number. You can call us and leave us your comments, questions, concern. It is 702-676-1899.
So this MarylandParkway.com, is this the best way to stay up on construction dates and construction information as well?
If you want to be abreast of all of the current information, the MarylandParkway.com website is the source. And in that website, you'll be able to include yourself into our mailing list. So any changes that happen where the project is progressing, those updates will be updated through that shared list.
Well, Peter, there's also a QR code on our website. Essentially, when you scan that, sign up. What we'll do anytime there's change in construction activities that's listed on website, we'll alert you, we'll send you a text, we'll send you information on project changes.
I'm just curious, what have you been doing to prepare the community for this?
So we've been spreading information.
Spreading information?
Absolutely. Providing as much information on project updates. But what's exciting is once you sign up, you'll also get real-time traffic updates. Road closures, lane closures.
And that's so important because, listen, we all live here. We know what people get frustrated about, right? And that is lane closures. They didn't know about it. But you guys seem to be attempting to at least get as much out there in different avenues as you can.
You said it. So half the frustration comes from not knowing your route to your workplace or to your school is not clear because of construction. Once you know that the lane's going to be closed, you're prepared for it. You take alternate routes.
That's right. And like I always say, I know when people get frustrated about the cones, I always tell people, that cone to me represents jobs, good paying jobs, construction jobs. So, it's a little inconvenient, but the plus side is really plus.
Absolutely. Now you got to keep in mind, I know this is a long-term project. There's going to be a lot of construction delays, and we encourage community to avoid the construction areas. But at the end of the construction, there's going to be a beautiful product that people are going to absolutely love to own and love to drive on Maryland.
Absolutely. And listen, there are ways of getting around Maryland Parkway in the meantime. But think about the big picture, right? The big picture is this is long overdue. And I'm so proud that the RTC, Las Vegas Paving, and others are coming together to get this done.
Absolutely.
Any closing closing arguments?
I'd like to add before we sign off is that avoiding Maryland Parkway is understandable, but at the same time, consider the use of Maryland Parkway. The entire roadway will be available to traffic. Those businesses still want to see the. I'm glad this ain't live, man.
It is live. They want to see. They want to all see all the things they're used to on Maryland Parkway, and and you're saying they're going to be able to.
Everything will be available.
So shame on me for saying
the driveways will all be accessible and business access will be there. So I just want to make sure.
No, and I appreciate you scolding me that way and saying, "Hey, don't avoid Maryland Parkway. You're going to make it so that you can still use Maryland Parkway." Actually, that's great because Eastern and other streets have their own traffic issues. And if you're saying, which is something I didn't know until now, which is great, that Maryland is going to stay open. It's going to be accessible. That's important for the community to know, right?
Absolutely. I'd like to add that, yes, please bear with us during construction. I know it's tough, but we love our community. We want to make sure we minimize any delays in creative ways working with Las Vegas Paving and our other contractors. We will minimize delays to the bus operations. We'll minimize any hassles to the traveling motorists and the businesses along the corridor. We'll work with them individually, and we'll try to work construction when they're least busy.
Yeah. Absolutely. And listen, for those folks out there that get really, really frustrated, we all encourage you to call MJ Maynard or Angela Castro with your complaints.
No, do not do that.
Oh, do not do that?
We have a phone number.
Call the phone number. What I just said.
They know I love them. Absolutely. It's all in jest. But well, listen, I think it's very important that we continue to spread this information.
Absolutely.
And we're going to do our part at the Latin Chamber of Commerce for you guys. I've learned some great things here. I am absolutely happy and intrigued that even during the construction, Maryland will still be accessible to our community. So keep that in mind. Anything in final closing? Here we go.
Peter, we love the Latin Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for having us over. and spreading this word out to the community. We appreciate it.
And we're going to continue to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, important dates to note, though. August 3rd, we do have the Latin Chamber of Commerce event, of course, at Boulevard Mall. Great opportunity for people to come out and hear firsthand what will be happening. And definitely will be a groundbreaking at Boulevard Mall on August 12th.
I love it.
And August 5th is the start of construction.
August 5, start
August 5, it all
August 5.
begins.
Yes.
People go to work and get Maryland going. All right. Well, I love it. Well, I want to thank both of you guys for being here today. RTC, Las Vegas Paving, again, great members of our community. And we can't thank you enough here at the Latin Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Peter.